So you've only been to the Chinatown in New York. What do you think of this Chinatown?
Much smaller scale.
Yeah.
From the very beginning, the odds were stacked against me, even being in this country, let alone finding the man of my dreams. I was born in Cambodia, and my family barely made it out of there before the Khmer Rouge took over. My father's entire family were killed off by the Khmer Rouge, and the only surviving members were my mother, my father, and myself.
My life growing up was about as opposite as Sokeng's as can be. I had a stable family life, and I grew up in the same house that my mom grew up in.
I was about 1 year old when my family immigrated to this country. They came with only the clothes that they were wearing so that I could have a better life. In order to have all of the sacrifices that my parents gave up go in vain, I was determined to make something of myself and to be the first one in my family to go to college. I was a senior at the University of Maryland, and I decided to get into running because I wanted to stay in shape. So I did some research online, and Josh's website came up, and I clicked on Insta Message, and I said hi.
I was attending school at Grand Valley State University in Grand Rapids, Michigan when I first got Sokeng's first IM.
I'm so excited. Are you excited?
Totally. We started talking, and I was kind of surprised how well we communicated.
We talked about everything, basically where we grew up and what we were doing in college, and it was just so easy to talk to him.
An hour and a half had flown by before we decided to log off.
I had initially IM'd him about running, but I don't think we ever got to talk about running at all.
We were getting ready to say our goodbyes, and she said, well, do you want to see a picture of me? And so I said yes, and she sent me a link to a photo, and she had already seen mine from my website. The first time I saw Sokeng's picture, my reaction was, I need to pick my jaw up off the floor, because she's just beautiful.
Thanks for warming my nose.
No problem.
Then we started just exchange emails on a daily basis. About 3 months after our first email, we had our very first phone conversation.
We just talked about normal stuff that college students would talk about, how classes were going, what you were doing after school.
Oh, look.
We might need some of these.
Look.
After I hung up the phone, I was just really looking forward to when we could talk again. About 4 months after our first telephone conversation, we finally met face to face.